What's up, G's? This is a good day today because I got this email from this dude. Check this out. It's an awesome story. I come from UK in a place called Newcastle. I could make jokes right there, but I won't. I am now living in the Caribbean with a beautiful Canadian woman. We had a child yesterday, baby boy. Aww. I met her through the day on the beach, and it was just so natural. But I would have been scared to approach if I never was inspired by Sasha. You know what that means? That means I'm a daddy. In a way, I am a daddy now. I don't know how I feel about that. No, it's good. It's good. But I feel responsibility somehow. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But it's good. It's a beautiful thing. But I want to talk today about how sometimes, yes, sex can be bad. Good for this guy, because he wanted to pump out a baby, and he did. Good. If you make a baby and you didn't mean to, not as good. All of us guys who come from, being dudes and the PUA, land of PUAs, we just want more sex. We're all obsessed with getting the sex. But the thing is, as with anything else, balance is super important. So, like, no sex is bad because you turn into Elliot Rodgers and you go shoot people, right? So that's bad. But then too much sex is also bad. I think one of the ways they actually keep people in check in society is they get them to have lots of sex that's pointless. Hear me out. Because, like, if you look around, there's porn everywhere, right? Porn is it's still the biggest industry on the planet. It's not like they're trying to crack down on it. They want the porn out there. And they want the porn out there because it makes guys useless, right? Guys are sitting around in front of a computer watching porn, jerking off all over the place. And when you jerk off all over the place, guess what? You don't have the energy to go and create anything of any importance. You're not going to go change the world or fight for any cause. You're just sitting around watching porn, jerking off all over the place. They want you jerking off all over the place. That's their plan. And the same thing goes for, the majority of people having sex. They're not with someone that they deeply love or care about. They're just running around, certainly in the community, right? It's all just about get laid all the time. So think about what's happening. You go into some cheesy nightclub and you get drunk, you find some drunk chick, you bang her. Goodie. And it just rinse, repeat forever, right? Guys are just running around pumping these girls. There's no point to it, right? And because the goal is just this whatever 10-second orgasm, there's no real joy to it. So you just keep repeating the pattern. And because you're obsessed with just that 10 seconds of orgasm, right? You're not going to actually take the time to work on yourself and get that self-love in order to go out there and find someone you really, really connect with and have an amazing relationship. You're not going to do that. You're not going to work on tantric sex and get really better so you can last longer and have crazier, amazing, longer orgasms without ejaculation. You're not going to work on your sex skills so that you can have amazing sex with a woman, have this divine connection with a woman that could lead you to spiritual enlightenment. You're not going to do any of that. You know why? Because you're fucking sitting around with a box of tissues jerking off to porn or banging some drunk chick in out of some bar for 10 seconds. This is what they want. This is literally one of the control mechanisms for to keep us in the matrix. Seriously, either you're super awkward and you don't have sex and nobody teaches you how to do it, or you're just jerking off to porn, which is same thing, great, or you become obsessed with sex and you're running around trying to get sex all the time, and then you don't fucking put the energy into actually bettering yourself or creating an amazing life or making the planet better or nothing. You're just running around trying to get laid. And then when you're in your 40s and maybe you should care less about sex for 50s or whatever, well, then you're just like, fuck it. You don't have the energy to do anything anyway, so you're not a threat anymore. That's great. It's a great system. What I'm saying is that the forces that be don't want you having tantric conscious sex that can lead you to wake up out of the matrix and become enlightened. Okay, so fuck against the system, guys. If you want to bring the system down, you got to have conscious. What I'm saying is go out there and fuck, because it's going to piss off the Clintons. Bill and Hillary Clinton do not want you having conscious sex, and that's why we should do it, because they're evil as fuck and they need to be stopped. I think we can bring the system down through sex. No joke. If everybody was fucking consciously, shit would collapse. So I just want people to think about that. It's like, rather than just being desperate for sex under any circumstances, let's level up the playing field. Let's get higher standards. Let's shoot for connected sex. Let's shoot for finding somebody we can really have a real, some sort of long-term, deeper connection with. So that you can really see what sex can lead to, which is not just a really good time. It could lead to everything, like divine union with the divine, and seeing your partner as the divine goddess, and her seeing you as the divine, king that you are. That's really powerful and profound and beautiful. But that's not what's happening Certainly not in the PUA community, and I think not for most guys out there from Western countries who just their plan is to go out, get drunk, and try and get lucky. They're really missing out on a lot. Really, like that's where the good stuff is. The best sex I ever had was never with some random people. No way. It was like, girls that I chased after a while and we got to know them, and there was a whole process, and we ended up hooking up and then hooking up a bunch more times. That's where the good stuff was. It was never like, I met this random girl and man, it was the most amazing. No, it's very rare that happens. It's all about the connection. So that's all I'm trying to say, folks. I'm not saying don't have sex. I'm not saying sex is bad, but I'm saying unconscious sex, especially if that's all you're going for all the time, is bad. It is bad because you're just kind of wasting you're wasting your semen, you're wasting your time. You're just caught up in this in this pattern that isn't really going to benefit you. Really, it's not. If that's all you do is go around and try and you bang with some chick one time and then maybe another chick one time, maybe you'll hook up with one girl twice, but it's never, if there's no real connection and no lasting relationship, it's very limited how much you can get out of the relationship. It's very, very, very limited amounts of joy. I recognize that in our society, everyone wants the quick, everything. A quick solution, instant fix. I'll take this pill and, whatever, Viagra, I'll take this pill, I'm going to get hard. It doesn't work that way, guys. Anything that's really super amazing and life-changing, it's going to take a bit more work and effort and consciousness in the process. So I would ask you guys to consider, maybe just for a second, to bring that consciousness into your sex lives as well. There's tons of resources on the internet where you can watch videos, read books, whatever, about how to have sex consciously. And you can really rock some women's worlds. And believe me, happy customers are returning customers. That motherfucker is loud. That's going to be in the video for sure. But seriously, the girls that when I really rock the world, having conscious, slow, tantric sex, man, they don't disappear on me. They want to fucking come back. They get angry if I go away. That's generally the reason. Girls are angry. They're like, you're not around for sex, not because I blew my load in 30 seconds. There's nothing wrong with, meeting some random chick and going off and having a crazy fun sex adventure. It happens. It can be good. It can be empowering to do that. But if that's all you're doing is random one-night stands, you're really missing out on the best part of sex, if you ask me. So I'm sort of on a sex rant right now because that's what I'm thinking about, because I just did another Woke as Fuck podcast with a couple who've been on the tantric path for 20 years, and they fucking blew my mind with some of the shit they said. So I'm just all about talking about sex right now. Definitely check out that podcast on woke.as. The link is below. And leave your comments, and see you in the next one. Peace.